Hello, and happy day. How does slowing down sound to you today? Would you like to reduce the noise for just a bit? You ready to make a choice and decide to listen? My name is Igor S.F. Walker, and I'm here to remind people to slow down, to reduce the noise, to walk their lives into a natural flow. Welcome back to the Book of the Week series. Every week as I read another amazing title, I share it with the world, and today we look at Conscious, a brief guide to the fundamental mystery of the mind by Annaka Harris. An organism is conscious if there is something that it is like to be that organism. Whether there's an experience present or not, which we can use as a reference point, that constitutes what Harris means by the word consciousness. The moment matter becomes conscious seems at least as mysterious as the moment matter and energy sprang into existence in the first place. Would an advanced robot need to be conscious to give its owner a pat on the back when it witnessed him crying? Most of us would probably answer, not necessarily. At least one tech company is creating computerized voices indistinguishable from human ones. If we design an artificial intelligence that one day begins saying things like, "Please stop. It hurts when you do that," should we take this as evidence of consciousness or simply of complex programming in which the lights are off? The problem is that both conscious and non-conscious states seem to be compatible with any behavior, even those associated with emotions. So behavior itself doesn't necessarily signal the presence of consciousness. Your perception of reality is the end result of fancy editing tricks. The brain hides the difference in arrival times. How? Well, what it serves up as reality is actually a delayed version your brain collects of all the information from the senses before it decides upon a story of what happens. The strange consequence of all this that you actually live in the past. By the time we think the moment occurs, it is already long gone. To synchronize the incoming information from all the senses, the cause is that our conscious awareness lags behind the physical world. The brain, as a system, does have a type of free will. However, in that it makes decisions and choices on the basis of outside information, internal goals, and complex reasoning. But when Harris discusses the illusion of conscious will, she's speaking of the illusion that consciousness is the will itself. Concept of a conscious will that is free seems to be incoherent. It suggests that one's will is separate and isolated from the rest of its environment, yet paradoxically able to influence its environment by making choices within it. There are other ways to suspend the sense of self, like psychedelic drugs such as LSD, ketamine, psilocybin, all known to quiet a circuit in brain that connects the parahippocampus and retrosplenial cortex in the default mode network, which explains why people describe losing their sense of self while under the influence. Eastern contemplative traditions have used meditation as experimental basis for studying the nature of consciousness, and although Western science is a relative latecomer to these methods of introspection, research is now being conducted by neurosciences on the specific effects of the meditation on the mind and brain. This research will hopefully lead to new discoveries about how training our attention in systematic ways can provide a better understanding of consciousness in human psychology. At the very least, it confirms the valuable insight can be had to first-person tools of investigation. Whatever the larger reality is, a particular experience we have is dictated by the structure and function of our brain, which may not offer us a starting point for understanding the actual nature of consciousness. It is possible that alongside a conscious experience of me, there is a much dimmer experience of each individual neuron, or of different collections of neurons and cells. Could the universe literally be teeming with consciousness, flickering in and out, overlapping, combining, separating, flowing in ways we cannot quite imagine, depending on the laws of physics in the way we don't yet understand? Perhaps the term panpsychism, because of its history and association, will continue to pose obstacles to progress in the field, and we need a new label for the work in which philosophers and scientists theorize about the possibility that the consciousness is a fundamental feature of matter. Just as we have branches of physics, theoretical and experimental, we might need to come up with a new term for this branch of consciousness study, distinguishing it from the work of neuroscientists who study the neural correlations of consciousness. Please do help out. It is easy. Simply like this video so more people can enjoy it. Share it too and spread the word. Subscribe to my channel and stay up to date. And the link to this book is in the description below, so buy it and learn. Never stop learning. Thank you. Love and respect.